The main goal of a parent is to raise a self-reliant and self-dependent child that would one day become an adult. In this video, I'm going to share with you a video that one lady did, and it's very, very true when it comes to an African home. And if you come from an African home, you will notice that boys and girls are raised differently. I mean, there's nothing wrong in knowing how boys and girls are wired, but the reality is that both of them will grow up to become an adult. So what gift are you giving them? How are you raising them to become that self-dependent and self-reliant? Watch this video.
I'm about to vent. I really hate the fact that African parents use so much time and energy to turn their daughters into wives. We are trained to become wives. Why their sons are just useless cockroaches roaming the earth for free. Oh my God, Jill, that's so aggressive. That's so mean. But did I lie? The moment we can walk, matter of fact, the moment they figure out that our hands work, we're taught to start washing dishes. Why are you not teaching your sons to be husbands before they become husbands? Why do I have to teach your son to become a husband? Matter of fact, not even a husband. Why do I have to teach your son to be a sensible human being with common sense? Why? I know it's not all African men, but it's 99.9%.
So you can see that from what that lady is saying, which I've been saying the whole time, because this channel is called Healthy Parenting. Why? Because of my own background of how I was raised. I was raised in a very different way, in a very traumatizing way, and so hurtful. I mean, we come from a society, African society, women are treated as second-class citizens. And if the society says that, okay, we women are second-class citizens, how about family? My family treated me like a second-class citizen. So I come from a family of 9. We have 7. I have 6 brothers. I'm the only girl, and plus my mom and dad. So guess what? Because I'm the only girl, I was treated like a maid. I was treated like my brother's servant. I was made to understand that they are above me and I'm under them. So I was the one taking care of them while nobody took care of me. I was made to be the mother, when they say, oh, you are a mother. Really? A child is supposed to be a child. So I never had a childhood. It was taken, it was stolen. It was, mistreated and abused. So I went through a lot as a child, because as a girl child, from the beginning, you are meant to understand that we are raising you to become a wife. But nobody raised boys to become husbands. It is only girls that are supposed to be wives, then boys, like that lady said, they roam around like useless cockroaches. She said it right. Roaming the earth for free. Yes, for free, because for me, I used to pay to eat. I work before I eat, but they eat for free. My brothers, they eat for free. I would do groceries. I would prepare the food, cook the food, do all the work while they come back and eat for free. Let me tell you, that is not right. That is injustice. That is destructive to a girl child. That traumatizes a girl child. That breaks a girl child. Most broken people in this world were broken by their parents, and including me. Yep, including me. I have been living with parental wounds that has hurt me so deep that, sometimes I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I've gone to therapy. I have tried to understand why. Sometimes I wonder if I'm confused. So why do you raise a girl child like that? Why do you raise a boy and a girl child with such disparity, making a girl child feel like a servant, making a girl child feel like a slave? I was basically like a slave in my own father's house. If the society treats women as second-class citizens, should you, a mother, a father, treat your daughter like that? The one that hurts me the most is the lack of empathy. nobody cares about me. I serve everybody and nobody cares about me. Nobody cares if the workload is too much. I mean, boys can eat a lot, and I cook a big pot of soup, a big pot of food all the time. And I'll be the one to bear the load of work, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. With the mentality that I'm raising you to become a wife. I remember one time my mama said to me, "Oh, all these boys, they're going to marry. You'll be the one to cook for your husband." Oh, really? I can stay home and do all the work for them while they come back and eat? I mean, I didn't just cook. I would do laundry. I will clean. Making sure that everybody is taken care of, but nobody cares about me. So why do you raise a girl child like that? You raise a girl child with so much pain, anger, bitterness, trauma. I mean, as a girl child, I did not know what I would become, because all I knew was kitchen business, cook, work at home. As a girl child, you are expected to grow up very fast. Then a boy child can be a baby forever. You are expected to grow up and take the responsibility of your mother. They used to call me, "You are a mother," but nobody tell my brothers, "You are a father." And none of them took the responsibility of my father. I'm the one that took the responsibility of my mother. So why don't you break the cycle of injustice, of unfairness, the cycle of trauma? So this video is for me, and I hope it's for you as well. The tagline of this channel is parenting with the future in mind. What future are you having for your child? Do you want them to grow up, your boy child, seeing women as slave, workaholic? Or because you experienced that, you think that you can pass that down to the next generation? Why not break the cycle? Let me tell you the danger of not teaching your boys how to take care of themselves and take care of the house and cook is that you are helping them, you are teaching them how to see other women as slaves, as their maid. Like that lady said, why do I have to teach, your son how to take care of basic things, how to take care of little things at home? That is supposed to be your job as a parent. The reality is that who knows how to cook from birth? Nobody. Everybody learned it at some point, and it is parents that is responsible to teach their children. I have never seen somebody who learned how to cook regretting how to cook, because everybody eats, and if a boy can eat, a boy can cook. Why can't a boy cook? Oh, how did a girl learn how to cook? It was somebody that taught her. So somebody should be able to teach a boy as well. And don't have this mentality that, oh, it is easy for girls to learn how to work in the kitchen. It is not true. Everybody can learn if you teach them. And by the grace of God, my kids don't even understand the difference, because I give my boys work the same way I give my girls. And they don't have this mentality that it is a job of a girl to cook. No. When I'm working in the kitchen, I involve everybody and nobody is left out. That is why most wives are so frustrated by their husbands, because they cannot help them. And it is your fault as a parent that you did not teach them how to get used to cleaning and cooking and helping. So stop raising boys to be so dependent on their wives, and that frustrates us as wives, and they end up seeing women as workaholics, and they end up not supporting their wives because they were not raised to do things. They were raised to be entitled. They were raised to see women as, oh, they are supposed to be the one to do everything, not thinking if this workload is too much for her to handle. That is unfair. Marriage is supposed to be partnership, but unfortunately, to some people that were not raised right, they just see marriage as one-sided. Oh, a woman is supposed to do this number of work And that's why they are not present. They are absent fathers because they are not involved in the life of their kids, because it is the job of a woman to do all that, and that is not right. And sometimes for us wives, it's as if we are the one raising your sons. So what was your job in the first place? What was the job of a mother? What was the job of a father that you end up leaving your child for another person to raise because you did not teach them how to be responsible around the house? So you have failed to raise your children to be self-dependent and self-reliant, and they end up being so dependent on another person, being a burden to another person, giving too much load to another person, because you were washing their clothes, you were cooking their food, you were doing everything for them. So now when they are married now, they leave the bulk of the job to a woman because they were not used to being responsible, taking care of their basic needs, cleaning up after them, just being like what that lady said, a normal human being, what normal human beings do. But they didn't end up being taught, and that is wrong. Please break the cycle of generational trauma. Break the cycle of treating a girl child like a slave. Break the cycle of making a girl child to be reduced to the position of a maid, because that is where I was put. I didn't even know, what it means to have aspiration in life, what it means to have dream. So outside the kitchen, what is left for me? I didn't know what I'm going to become, because everything was about cook, cook, cook. And I do that every day, morning, afternoon, evening. I make breakfast, lunch, and dinner for my whole family. And if you ask me, what was your mother doing? Nothing. She just left the job for me in the name of, I'm training you, but you don't train the boys. Like that lady said, all the effort that an African parent would do, or mothers, they will put the effort in helping a girl child become a wife, but they don't help a boy child become a husband. They don't teach them to become husbands. They don't teach them to become responsible husbands. They are modeling that they should treat their wives as slaves. Because when you give all the work to a girl child, what are you modeling to your sons? That the girl child is supposed to be a workaholic while they can only eat. And also husbands, men, when you don't help your wife in the kitchen, when you don't help to clean, when you don't help with house chores, what are you doing? You are modeling to your boys that women are supposed to work from morning till night, no break. You cannot help. It is not your duty to help. Your duty is to turn on the TV. Your duty is to read newspaper. Your duty is to scroll on the phone. Your duty is to watch football game. That is an absent father. Because the reality is that even though I said that, I used to do too much work, my mom gave me too much work, where was my father? He didn't pay attention to it. Like I said, if the society treats women as second-class citizens, why are you still treating your child, your girl child, as a second-class citizen in her own home, in her own father's house? And the one that hurts me the most is that, what about, because I come from a Christian background, what about how God sees a woman, a girl child? Because the Bible says, in the image of God, He created male and female. He created male and female in the image of God. But no, she is supposed to work, 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 work. She doesn't have ambition in life. She doesn't have a goal. She doesn't have what she's going to become. All she is to do is to work. Please break that cycle. That is so unhealthy. That's why this channel is called Healthy Parenting. And if you can resonate with this video, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel. And we as parents, let's not repeat the mistake of our parents, because I was tortured, I was abused, I was misused, I was traumatized, I was broken, I was left with lots of trauma. And if you're wondering, what is trauma? Trauma is when we experience very stressful, frightening, or distressing events that are difficult to cope with or out of our control. So it could be one event like maybe rape or accidents or something very, very stressful like terrorism or war. And it could also be an ongoing event that happened over a period of time. Imagine the years of, how I was raised, of torture, that I used to do all the work for the family of 9. Sometimes we are up to 11 because we have families coming around, and I'll be the one to make groceries almost every day, excluding Sunday, cook every day, and take care of everybody. And I was also going to school. I remember my mama telling me one day, if somebody goes to school, wouldn't the person eat? But my brother was also going to school. He was eating for free. I was being made to pay to eat. So please don't raise kids like that. Don't raise your girl child like that. That is torture. And I'm happy I'm not the only person that is seeing it, because I've been saying it the whole time. But thank God another person is saying it so that we will all sit up. Mother's Day is coming. I hope you look at your own, growing up, your own upbringing, and reflect on it. And don't raise children to leave them traumatized. Don't raise children to leave them broken, because most broken people were broken by their parents. And I hope this video will help us to make good decisions, raise our boys and our girls to be responsible and self-reliant adults, and not broken and not traumatized, but people that will be beneficial to the society and to themselves. Because the reality is that some grown adult men, they are not beneficial to themselves. They are very dirty. They cannot cook. They cannot help themselves. They cannot do, simple, basic house chores that they were supposed to be taught by their parents, especially their mothers. Because when it comes to African home, it is mothers that is most, spend the most time with their kids. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to watch more videos about trauma, check out this video, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye-bye.